Well, that's good. We'll have plenty of time to chat. Oh, heavens to Betsy.
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Okay, that's new.
I didn't know.
I've not heard that before.
Snagglepuss? Snagglepuss, right? From...
Garfield?
No,
Or
from...
Smurfs?
No, from, like, cartoons. Hanna-Barbera.
Smurfs were cartoon. Oh!
Heavens to Murgatroyd. That was his catchphrase, right? Someone confirmed that.
Yeah, there was a dog that was a sheriff too, right?
Yes.
I don't remember what his name was, but...
R.I.P. to Hanna-Barbera Land at King's Dominion when I was a kid, and they had Yogi Bear's Cave.
I got guilted. I'm gonna say talked into, but the reality is it was guilted, or maybe even shamed into riding the Snoopy ride at King's Dominion, because it's in Kingsland. It's gonna be really easy.
Is that the little
roller coaster?
Wooden one?
That was scary as hell.
P.S. That will forever be the Scooby-Doo.
Okay, I wasn't here then. All I'm saying is I got shamed into riding it because it was a little kid ride, and so obviously I could handle it. And I'm here to tell you that it was just not me. I know. But we did ride the avalanche several times, and that was super fun.
Oh, yeah.
And there was no line. Yeah, it was. It was like a bobsled.
It's hid back in the corner.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
There used to be a zoo and a monorail at King's Dominion.
Really?
Yeah. I went there for my field trip in the first grade.
I'm eating. You're going to have to carry us.
This is a bone to pick with Panera. I got a blueberry muffin. Show me them blueberries.
Show them.
One right there.
That's what happens when you try to put fruit in your food.
No, it's probably the universe.
If you had gotten a chocolate chip cookie, you would not be so disappointed right now.
No, because don't their chocolate chip cookies have nuts in them?
They have some that do, but the regular one doesn't.
I wanted a chocolate chip muffin is what I wanted, but that was I don't know.
They probably had cookies with M&Ms in them too, only they probably called them chocolate bits or something. Because licensing.
Still no blueberry.
That's really sad, frankly. I'm feeling kind of bad about that. So, here's the thing. I'm feeling like, you know how at the end of shows, there's always a thing that's the same?
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking this might be my thing. And you're going to veto me, and that's fine. But I'm going to at least get it out once before you make me stop talking about it, because you don't know what I'm about to say. And so at least one time, I will be able to use this platform of 3 viewers to say something, right?
Actually, I want to pause. We should make it a thing that we should have made you go to this rest stop. Because I don't know if you guys remember the 8,000 episodes you made before.
I don't think there's any way to park.
We still never went to a rest stop.
We don't need a rest stop. We don't need
That
a
was
rest
a
stop.
very nice rest stop, by the way. That's the Welcome to Virginia rest stop. 50 miles into Virginia.
Where's the next one? Can we go to the next one and look at the love sign?
No, it's below Lady Smith.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going that far. Whatever. We could go to the love sign in downtown.
You still want to get a picture?
I really do kind of want to get a picture. We have family pictures on tomorrow. I thought it was next week, and it's not. And I have not lost 30 pounds yet, and that was the plan.
I feel like we can do it.
Yeah, back to what I was saying. So, sometimes I'm getting text messages.
Your husband.
Yeah, he's so adorable. Sometimes, people say things that are inaccurate. Some might say profoundly ignorant. And sometimes...
Is this an intervention for me?
No, it has nothing to do with you. This has nothing to do with you, although I did just give you a clue. If Mara's still listening, she'll know exactly where I'm going with this. So, it's one thing to pronounce a word wrong, because if I had $1 for every person I've heard say nuclear, especially when we're doing Lake Anna property and that word comes up a lot, that's one thing. But when you flat out spell it phonetically, and you carry the membership in the National Association of Realtors, Realtors. How do you say it, Drew?
The correct way.
Which is?
Realtor.
See? You can even, and in that case, it was all caps. He even did it by the book. I probably said it in a capitalized first R and may or may not have remembered to put the little R at the end. But verbally, it's so hard to prosecute. So, at the end of the day, that's what it is. It is a 2-syllable word. It is what separates a licensee from being a real estate agent to that higher level of standards, regardless of which camp you're in on the new logo. The word remains the same.
Yes.
It is Realtor. So,
and that logo was not going to kill us.
It was not going to kill anybody, but that's a whole nother program. We'll talk about that another day when they unpause it. Anyway, so the whole point is, I think it's important to focus a little bit of time to remind folks it's Realtor. It is not realtor. And it doesn't matter which phonetic way you try to spell it. It doesn't make it okay.
There's no extra vowel in the middle of there.
I am going to have Drew look up the link to the episode of the Santa Clarita Diet where they address this. Thank God. Just in case you want to know.
That up.
Yeah, I'm busy driving. I'm the responsible driver.
P.S. in all the other videos, everyone thought I was driving.
It's just because it's backwards, because that's how video. It's the magic of movies. If we told you all the tricks, it wouldn't even be any fun to watch. Yeah, so soapboxing, I think we're going to have to find a succinct way to say everything that I just said and remind folks on a regular basis, for the love of all that is holy, it's Realtor. 2 syllables, that's it.
I mean, if you can't say it, can you be it?
No, you can't, but they do.
And I get that, like, people come from different parts of the country.
No, that's not an excuse.
But no, it's all spelled. There are no different spellings.
No, it's not pronounced differently in different parts of the country.
R-E-A-L, real. T-O-R, tor.
Mm-hmm.
Realtor.
It's not hard. It's really not. And it's hard because, like, I know people that I adore who are also in our industry who pronounce it wrong. And then I get in that really awkward place of, like, I feel very strongly about this, but also, if I say it, you're going to be mad at me. So what do you do?
I have seen leadership of associations say realtor.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really, girl?
Or boy.
A girl is non-gender specific.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I feel pretty specific.
We are not going down this road.
I feel specific. I don't feel
That
fluid.
is how you self-identify, and that is beautiful.
Right, but the word
But
for
if
that...
I say girl, that doesn't mean girl.
No, but you
This
have to
is
say
the
it with 3 I's.
G-R-R-R-R.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's when phonetic spelling matters, but not in Realtor. It just doesn't. It doesn't matter then, because there is only one way to do that, and it's the right way. Yeah. Oh, look, they turned that A&W into a Starbucks.
I know. I saw it yesterday. I was like, oh.
I am so glad, because that other place was less than stellar. That's super. What wonderful improvements we have here in Central Park. That's great. I love how we segued out of that because it was getting kind of heavy. We were gonna, like, shank somebody.
When I
Ooh, where are we?
When I became a realtor, the woman who did the orientation and ethics had been the president of our local association.
Don't say anything that could identify someone who watches this.
Oh, I mean, everyone knew.
Oh, okay.
It was her thing.
It's your thing. You know.
She was the president, like, 1983 or something. Before I was born. But she was like, the word is realtor. Say it right. And I was just like...
I want to shake her hand. Is she in my office?
She's retired.
Okay.
Which good for her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ryan is watching. Hi, Ryan.
We look forward to that. Oh, look, Jeff knows how to spell it.
Good job, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
Very proud of you.
It's just not that hard. It's really not. And, like, I really want to do some... Come on.
Starting a fire.
Like, this is really expensive. No, this is not starting a fire. This is shame on you.
Ryan says sup, guys.
What? Ryan said what?
Sup, guys.
Oh, sup.
I think.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yep. With a lot of exclamation points.
In Fredericksburg, that means stand-up paddleboard. So, kayak to you too.
Sup, guys means stand-up paddleboard?
SUP, sup, stand-up paddleboard. And it's really big on the river.
Oh, I know. They do yoga on them.
I know.
My center of gravity is way too high for that.
I don't know about that. Maybe
See
it's
y'all
my
in
longer
DC.
board.
I will be there.
What's that? Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Are you gonna be there?
Of course I'm gonna be there. I'm always there.
Constantly?
Well, not constantly, no, but I always make an appearance.
That's not true.
Did you say that's not true?
I said if that's not true,
Yeah.
it's always an appearance.
I do. I go up. I attend a couple of particular meetings. I don't stay for the entire week because most of that does not
I
pertain
just
to
realized
me.
I have to be there every day this week.
Do you really? Are you
Or
gonna
not
come home
this
every
week,
night?
this year. I might come home one night to... There goes the fire car!
Yay, the fire car. You can't see it. There goes Kim. Kim's our amazing governmental affairs director. Is that right? Is that her title still?
Public
Did it change?
policy
Public policy.
director now, I think. But, again, she's amazing.
Just like that. All right, and here we are back at the Realtor building in Central Park to drop Drew off at his car. I didn't want to go there though, so I'm going to drive around the building and then I'll drop you off. Because through a little bit of a corner of your window over here, they can see the trees around us. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
I can't read that. So.
It's so, well, why don't you get out your phone like I told you to? Just throwing it out there. You know what I never pay any attention to is that little brick, that stone paver pathway thing. That's really pretty. We should find a way to highlight that.
Jeff says, or in Boston, it's Ralata. I can't do a Boston accent, so...
Yeah, you know, it can still be a two-syllable thing. You can just kind of not enunciate the R, and we'll let that slide. Because that's the kind of regional dialect that makes sense. But completely changing and making abomination of the word, not so much. Just saying. So, all right.
This is not a good angle for me. We need to
I
work on
told
my
you to move.
posture. Now I look at this video.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're fine.
Robin's watching. Hi, Robin.
Hey, Robin. How are you?
Steve is on there.
Look,
Hi,
look at all
Steve.
the realtors that are watching.
And they know how to say the word.
I assume they do.
You
And if they
better.
didn't before, they know now. Realtor. Did you ever see the meme that I made? Where I put an R on the front of Skeletor?
No.
It was so funny.
Jeff says we rock.
Oh my gosh.
You're
because
right, Jeff. We do.
We do rock. Yeah, I'll have to dig that up and show you. Yeah, Skeletor is 3 syllables, but being a realtor is not. So, like, you don't want to be the evil side of real estate that can't pronounce their profession properly.
But what if you're like a Slytherin and that's just like who you are?
There's no Slytherin in the Grayskull, this castle of Grayskull.
There's also no like Slytherin or Grayskull in the world.
It's in your heart, Joe.
A Slytherin is in your heart. If you're a Slytherin.
I
I'm a
feel like-
Hufflepuff.
How do you know? I think you're right, but how do you know?
Take a test.
On Facebook?
No.
Really?
On,
So they can have my bank account
on
and
Pottermore.
mind mess my children?
On Pottermore.
What's that? Pottermore.com?
Yeah, it's like the Harry Potter website. We need to teach her.
I don't know. Like, I know some of the things. I knew what you were referring to. But really, at the end of the day, you know, when you read books, it's all real in your imagination.
Yeah, Chris pretends he's a Slytherin, but he's a Ravenclaw.
No.
Chris is totes a Ravenclaw. Knows is always in a book. He hates it, though.
You know, yeah. I think the only people who can be Slytherin are the people who say Realtor.
That may be the most true thing you have ever said.
I'm just saying. And also,
And let it be said here, if you say realtor, you're Slytherin.
just saying. And also a couple of other people that I might individually put
Yeah,
in there for
you do.
special occasions. Yeah. So what am I?
We're probably gonna get like a cease and desist letter from the National Association of Realtors.
We haven't said anything. Like, I would think that they would send us a commendation letter for furthering their cause.
Oh, can we get a medal?
Oh my gosh, and a ceremony,
Uh-huh.
and maybe a band,
Yeah.
and probably bunting.
Bunting.
Yes.
What's
All the good ceremonies have bunting. You don't know what bunting is?
No.
Oh my God, is your mother watching?
What's bunting?
It's the little drapes of, no, it's not tissue. What is it? Cloth or whatever that you put on your porch like around Memorial Day and 4th of July.
I did not know that had a meaning.
It's like, I want to use the word swag, but that has a new meaning now. But it's like draped along. I'm sure there's a better way to describe it, but that's what it is, bunting.
Did y'all know this?
Everybody knows what bunting is.
Comment below if you knew what this was.
Is that like a dare?
It was an ask. Comment below if you know what bunting is.
If it's an ask, you have to say please.
Now!
You see what I have to deal with? This is why I'm grumpy. This is why I'm grumpy. Because some people don't have manners.